First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone, teaching this truth time and time again, showing us how to be men of the Lord. Water Yahweh Shai. And I want to start off this lesson with the scripture. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So we have to motivate each other. We have to cause each other to do things that are good for the spirit and good for us to get better in this truth. Not forsaking or assembling ourselves together as the manner of is, but exhorting one another, so much the more as ye see the day approaching. So we need to pick each other up. We're encouraging each other, and not encouraging just means, oh, you got to do. You also sometimes have to rebuke a brother. Rebuke is better than secret love. That's the scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. And that's what it's saying. How about Shemel Shah? Or this is Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. If man be overtaken in a fault, you which are spiritual, restore such one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou be tempted. So when we are helping brothers, if a man be overtaken in his fault, ye which are spiritual, so as our brothers and being under that, so older brothers in the spirit, the ones that are above us, the ones over the ring, they're more respectful, so they should restore. But it's a warning in meekness, in obedience, understanding what they need to do, understanding but considering thyself, you also have to consider that you don't fall into that tempt. But here's the point of the scripture: bear ye one another's burdens, as so fulfills the law of a Mashiach. We have to bear one another's burdens. So you see a brother in need and you have it, go and help that brother. And that's not only in just money, also in spirit. You see a brother having trouble with lessons, go and see what you can do. If you see a brother having trouble with like lady problems or anything, if you have the spiritual understanding and meekness, knowing that you went through these situations and the Lord humbled you and you were obedient to the Lord, you can bear that, you can help bear that burden for that brother. So bear ye one another. This is what Paul saying that was inspired by Yahweh Shemel Shah, so that we can fulfill a Mashiach. Like, what has the Lord say? That we're no greater than the servant. And the Lord said let me pull it up real quick. I get back to that scripture. I don't know why my NLT is not working. I have internet. This is First Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Casting all your cares upon him, for he careth of you. So this is what? The Lord, be visible, because this is what the Lord said to us. So we're doing it, and are we greater than the servant? Is no greater than the master. So the Lord said, and that's what the Lord is asking for us. Because what did the Lord did for us? Let's pull it up. He showed us great love, and He asked us to do what we did. What He did. So start John chapter 15, verse 12. For this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. So we have to love one another. And the Lord loved us so much, He said, cast thy burdens upon us. And we're saying that the love us, we have to love them as the Lord loved us. So we casting their burdens upon us. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. And you getting those burdens, and that brother, you're putting your life on the line for that brother. Even that little small, he must need it, or a situation, the Lord put that spirit on you to help and cast that burden. So, and that goes so far as the brother's in trouble and you have to defend it. Lay your life down for that brother if he's truly, if you come in the spirit of meekness, knowing that's a brother, and you got to try spirit by spirit, but the Lord will show you. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I commanded to you. So look at that's what the Lord. He said, cast thy burdens upon me, and then you're supposed to cast your burdens upon Him. Even what the Lord has said, Yahweh, He even said, this is what He said, and what is greater, the servant kiss the son lest he be angry. Wrong scripture. I think it's 22. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 22. Cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and He shall sustain thee, and He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. And so the Lord, He's telling us to do these for a reason. So, get back to that scripture. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. So, you seeing like, oh, I'm better than this brother, stuff that I'm not going to let him. And you be nothing, you're deceiving yourself. But we gain our strength through our weakness, through Yahushua and Mashiach. He gives us strength. Let every man prove his own work, and then shall he rejoice himself alone and not in another. So we're proving ourselves. Like, you have to know what this truth is about, and we have to understand that you have to be brotherly. You have to understand the situations that we get in as men in this truth, taking our own burdens, doing these lessons. We have to prove thyself in, and that's also being brotherly, because for every man shall bear his own burden. So, for we are responsible for our own conduct, but if you have that ability to help that brother, that is a part of this thing. So, drop down. Because if you don't care, and I'm just pull the scripture out. I marked it. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. But if a man provide not for his own, especially for those in his own house, he denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel, worse than a non-believer. So, for providing, and this is also can be a spiritual house. So you can provide for the brothers, you can provide for your own, but you have to, and you need help bearing for that brother, helping him, because if he doesn't provide, worse than a non-believer. So if any man not his own, especially for his own house. So the brothers in your camp is your house too, because of what did Yahushua say? He said, And he stretched out his hand. I mean, this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 45. And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brother. For whosoever do the will of my Father which is in heaven is the same is my brother and sister and mother. The house of Dawadah. So you ain't providing for them, not bearing bearing their burdens when they need help. You're an infidel. And you're an unbeliever, because you not only are you defiling the help a man in need. What if the Lord did that to you? And that's one of the Lord's little ones. It's better for them to offend the little one if they. I'm trying to think, if you tie a great millstone around his neck and then drown. That's what the Lord say. Because what did the Lord say? Because you see that brother suffering and you don't help. This is. Oh, forgot to put the verse. No. I'll write it down. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 19. We love him because he loved us first. And if any man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen? So we see that and we're like, I not helping. You truly hate that brother. You don't know. And I'm not saying if it's a brother is doing it and he's taking advantage, so you can tell the difference. I mean, but this is because what are the I have a couple more scriptures, but I'm just gonna end it. I'm just 2 more scriptures. Every man according to as he being proposed in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or necessarily, but for the love a care, for God loveth a caregiver. So every man according as he purposed in his heart. So what you were supposed to, what you have, to give, and that's just not money, but everything. What is to help the house of Dawadah? So let him give and not grudgingly. He's like, oh man, I don't know. No, you're supposed to give with a lot. Or necessary. Like you have like a bunch of it, and the brother is in need, and you have to give, and it's necessary that you can give it to him. For God loveth a God that is caregiving. And then to the point. It's getting a little bit too long, so I'm going to try to short out a couple of more scriptures, but no worries, it's the Spirit. Because this is 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I'm start at 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, have not charity, I become as a sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal, which is a loud. It's hard on the ears. It causes dissonance. It's real loud. It's like it's frustrating. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding of all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could could remove mountains, if I have not charity, I am nothing. This is straightforward. You can have all these spiritual gifts. You can be the most edifying brother on the earth. But if you're not helping brothers, or you're not helping cast, because the Lord has the Lord is having you cast his burdens upon him, and if you are able to do it, it will help a brother out. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, I profited me nothing. So you can do all that, and the Lord will see that, oh yeah, but he's selfish, and he'll put you to death. Because if you're building a tent, the Lord is the king. He's building kings that can go good with a team, with a house, not all individual. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. The Lord likes obedience in that thing. Charity failed none, but charity. I'm trying to get to the point, so I want one more scriptures. It goes to but charity is love. That's what the word charity means. But time restraint, so I'm just want to not go over 20 minutes. So one more scripture, I'm gonna end off with that. Because you're not no. So this is what. And so, John chapter 13 verse 12. So after he had washed the feet and have taken his garment and set down again, he said unto them, know that I have done to you. Ye call me Master and Lord, and ye say, well, for I so am. If then your Lord and Master has washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. So the Lord did it, and he's showing us a great example that that's your brother. You wash the most filthy part of a human, what they walk on, and we clean it out. As because the Lord washed our feet. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is no greater than his Lord, neither is sent greater, he that is sent greater than he that sent him. And if all ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. Shalom, Kings.